Meta is not pouring billions into Llama simply because it wants to hand the world a free AI present. In big tech, free is often one of the most expensive strategies. Llama has been distributed as a widely available open-weight model family, but we should be precise. Its license terms mean it is not identical to traditional OSI style, open source in every sense. Still, for developers, researchers, startups, and companies, it is a powerful option. They can download, test, fine-tune, and build into products. That is where Meta's calculation begins. If the AI market hardens around closed model APIs, Meta risks, depending on someone else's servers, prices, policies, and roadmap for a core layer of intelligence. That is an uncomfortable future for a company. Built on massive consumer platforms and advertising economics. If the Llama ecosystem grows, developers become familiar with Meta's model architecture, tooling, deployment patterns, and assumptions. A student learns with Llama. A startup prototypes with Llama. An enterprise experiments with Llama behind its own firewall. Over time, those habits become quiet market share. Meta does not need to monetize Llama only by selling the model directly. It can benefit if its recommendation systems, advertising tools, search features, AI assistants, creator tools, and future devices become better because of the infrastructure and talent around Llama. So the investment is both offense and defense. It is a way to avoid letting closed AI providers hold the leash on Meta's future. It looks free at the surface. Underneath, it is a purchase of platform sovereignty. Very generous, yes, also very calculated. The ledger is not known for being sentimental. The second reason is the developer ecosystem. An AI model does not win only by topping a leaderboard for 1 week. Long-term power comes from how deeply it enters the hands of developers. If Llama is widely used, tutorials appear. Fine-tuning examples appear. Benchmarks appear. Evaluation tools appear. Deployment guides appear. Enterprise review documents appear. These are distributed assets that Meta could not easily manufacture alone. Even with a very large checkbook, community-created tools and documentation are more durable than advertising. Because developers trust examples that actually run, enterprises also care. Closed models can be convenient, but they may create discomfort around data control, cost predictability, vendor dependence, and regulatory review. Open-weight models can give companies room to deploy in private clouds, internal environments, or controlled systems. Security teams like that sentence. Legal teams like that sentence. Finance teams may like it even more. Now, this does not mean Llama is always the best model for every task. Closed models may lead in some areas of performance, convenience, safety tooling, or integrated support. Open models also create maintenance, governance, and misuse risks. But a large ecosystem increases optionality. And when optionality increases, the pricing power of closed AI providers faces pressure. That matters to Meta. Even if Meta does not sell AI to every enterprise customer, a strong open model baseline can reduce its strategic dependence on outside AI vendors. It can also lower the cost of experimentation across its own products. Llama is a model, but it is also a bargaining chip. The larger the open model ecosystem becomes, the less Meta has to kneel before closed AI kingdoms. That is not ideology. That is leverage with a woolly mascot. The third reason is Meta's real money engine, advertising and recommendations. Before Meta is a glamorous AI lab, it is a massive social advertising company. Across Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, Messenger, Reels, creator tools, and Meta AI experiences, the ledger is shaped by what users see, how long they stay, what they click, and which ads convert. In that system, AI is not decoration. AI can improve feed ranking, video recommendations, ad targeting, creative generation, customer support automation, search, messaging, and conversational assistance. Investing in Llama is not only about making a model smarter. It is about internalizing intelligence that can be inserted into Meta's core, advertising and engagement machinery. If Meta depends too heavily on closed model providers, its cost structure and product roadmap can become tied to outside policies, prices, and limits. If its own model capability improves, Meta can adapt AI to the behavior, languages, formats, and safety requirements of its own platforms. That is strategically valuable. Of course, the risks are not small. Privacy regulation, data usage, AI-generated content, misinformation, recommendation effects, and child safety concerns can all create scrutiny. So Llama is not only a research project, it is a product, legal, safety, infrastructure, and advertising issue at once. But if it works, the upside is meaningful. AI becomes more than a shiny feature. It can defend time spent, improve ad performance, support creators, and power assistants across Meta's apps. That is why Meta spends so aggressively. Not because the llama is cute, although the branding certainly does not hurt. Meta is trying to make the heart of its advertising empire more intelligent while keeping the brain closer to home. That is a very expensive form of self-reliance. The fourth reason is massive CAPEX. Here is the paradox. Meta spends enormous amounts on data centers, GPUs, power, networking, and AI talent, and then it releases Llama broadly. From the outside, that can look strange. Why spend so much money building models and then let others use them? Platform economics gives a different answer. When a model is broadly available, external developers test it, fine-tune it, compare it, criticize it, document it, and build tools around it. That creates feedback, talent, flow, community distribution, and influence over technical standards. Meta does not have to pay directly for every tutorial, every benchmark, every integration, and every enterprise experiment. The ecosystem does part of the work. A strong open model also pressures the pricing premium of closed model providers. That alone can be strategically valuable. In an era of exploding AI infrastructure costs, reducing dependence on external APIs can be a serious defensive move. But the risks are real. Large AI infrastructure investment burns cash. Releasing a model does not automatically create revenue. Competitors can study Llama, adapt it, and use ideas from it in their own products. Open availability can also increase misuse concerns, safety scrutiny, and brand risk. So the Llama strategy is neither pure charity nor a guaranteed victory formula. It is a long-term bet. Build expensive infrastructure. Expand adoption through open models. Use the ecosystem to strengthen Meta's platforms, advertising systems, AI assistants, creator tools, and future devices. If it works, it becomes a moat. If it fails, it becomes a very expensive hobby. And when big tech has hobbies, the numbers become almost astronomical for the rest of us. That is why investors should follow the ledger, not the slogan. Open does not mean free of cost. It means the cost is being placed somewhere else. Here is the conclusion. Meta is pouring billions into Llama for three connected reasons. First, it wants to reduce dependence on closed AI providers. Second, it wants developers and enterprises to become familiar with a Meta-shaped open model ecosystem. Third, it wants to internalize intelligence for advertising, recommendations, search, conversational assistance, creator tools, and future devices. Investors should watch a clear checklist. Is Llama adoption growing through downloads, fine-tuning enterprise pilots, and community tooling? Is Meta AI creating repeated usage across Instagram, WhatsApp, Facebook, and other Meta products? Is AI improving recommendation, quality and creative generation, targeting, and conversion efficiency? Are data center CAPEX, GPU spending, power costs, and talent costs growing faster than the revenue opportunity can justify? Does Meta have credible governance around misuse, copyright, privacy, safety, and model release responsibility? Those 5 questions matter more than the open source slogan. Llama looks like a free model, but strategically it is closer to a long-term contract over Meta's future platform control. A strong open model can pressure the cost structure of the whole AI market and reduce the pricing power of closed providers. At the same time, it must justify Meta's enormous infrastructure spending. So do not ask only whether Llama is smart. Ask whether Llama connects Meta's advertising empire, social graph, developer ecosystem, AI infrastructure, and future devices into one reinforcing moat. If the answer moves toward yes, then the free model is not really free. It is an expensive strategic weapon wearing a friendly animal costume. Very charming, very sharp, and definitely not charity with a data center attached.